I got the low-down auditorium blues. Test 1, 2. Okay, so close pickup, you're all right. Watching the windows level. Yep. Check, check, test 1, 2, 1, 2. Auditorium, podium mic testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I will do the announcement of the open public meeting statement. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. As required under law, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided via email and/or fax to the Times, the Lawrence Ledger, the Public Library, and has been filed with the municipal clerk. This notice was provided prior to the 48 hours required by the Open Public Meeting Act. The board reserves the right to limit public discussion of personnel items and other matters as defined in the law. And we will have our flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. All right. We have our student representatives and peer leaders here tonight.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Isaac Park, and I am a junior. The Lawrence High School Jazz Band is honored for the opportunity to host our second Tournament of Band Jazz competition here at LHS on April 27th at 5 p.m. Up to 8 schools throughout Central Jersey will compete at this competition. In addition, Temple University's world-renowned jazz band will perform with the LHS Jazz Band members. Ticket entry is $10 at the door. Please look forward for future LHS Jazz Band performances. If you have any further questions, please contact Mr. Drobish. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Arjun Chakravarti and I'm a senior. I wanted to share insights in our school's preparation for the upcoming AP exams. Our teachers have been tirelessly conducting extra review sessions and providing abundant resources to ensure that all students are well equipped for their exams in May. Additionally, teachers have encouraged a supportive study atmosphere, conducting a wide variety of practice tests and promoting access to additional practice materials.
Hello everyone, my name is Rishi and I'm a junior, and today I'm going to talk about the high school program at Princeton University, which is a special program available to select LHS students who qualify to take introductory college classes at Princeton University. So this year there were 2 students who qualified for this program. I was one of them, and I'm going to take ecology and evolutionary biology at Princeton next year, and sophomore Sai Chindagunta was approved to take math 214 at Princeton. Final placement into the classes will be determined by final grades, AP exam test scores, Princeton placement exam scores, and the availability of each class. Thank you.
Good luck.
Hi everyone, I'm Kian and I'm a junior. Next Friday, April 26th, 23 students from Lawrence High School will be leaving for Anaheim, California to compete at DECA, a business competition at the international level. They will compete against 22,000 students from all over the world, and this is a very exciting opportunity for students to network with business executives in leadership academies. Wish them luck.
Yes. Great. Thank you so much, and good luck to DECA. You're all welcome to stay, or if you want to leave, that's perfectly okay. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Recognition and acknowledgements.
Ms. Gab-Sateri, want to come up?
Sure. Good evening. My name is Gabrielle Kasseri. I am the School Library Media Specialist at Lawrence Intermediate School. And tonight I have the pleasure of reading the State of New Jersey resolution in recognition of School Library Month in New Jersey. Just going to apologize in advance for the number of times I say whereas. So kicking it off, whereas the month of April 2024 has been designated nationally as School Library Month by the American Association of School Librarians, and whereas school libraries strive to provide equitable access to resources and instruction for all students, and whereas school libraries provide materials and resources that reflect the diversity of our students and communities, as well as honoring a student's freedom to read. And whereas School libraries provide resources and instruction to assist with the implementation of New Jersey student learning standards. And whereas school library media specialists develop information literacy skills instruction so students are able to effectively locate, evaluate, and apply knowledge. And whereas school library media specialists assist with literacy development to raise literacy rates by inspiring students to develop a lifelong love of reading. And whereas school library media specialists create literature appreciation activities and encourage content and recreational reading to every student. And whereas school libraries contribute to students' social and emotional learning needs. And whereas it is both fitting and proper that special recognition be given to school libraries and the role of certified school library media specialists in ensuring an environment that allows for reading and learning, investigation and research, and the lifelong pursuit of knowledge for all students in New Jersey. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the New Jersey State Board of Education and the Acting Commissioner of Education recognize April 2024 as School Library Month in New Jersey, and this was signed by the Acting Commissioner and Kathy Goldenberg, who's the president of the New Jersey State Board of Education. So thank you for letting me come and read this. Lawrence has a librarian in every school, which is not the case in all districts in New Jersey. So we always appreciate your support for the librarians and the libraries in this district. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I think that I can speak for the entire board in our respect and recognition of the contributions that our librarians do in Lawrence Township. I personally have had the pleasure of working in many of them over the course of the time that my kids were in this district, and they are a critical part of the educational experience of all of our students. So thank you so much.
I'd like to point out that there are books on her dress, her dresses.
Oh, the glare from the light, I cannot see anything at this
I'm
point.
a bookworm, so I notice these
We're
things.
celebrating Autism Acceptance Month, and we had a Spirit Day today. It was dressed for something you love.
Oh, that's great.
Cute.
I love that. Now, an adoption, may I have a motion to adopt the executive session and regular session minutes from the March 13th, 2024 meeting?
So moved.
Second?
Second. Tom, did you say it already? Sorry, I couldn't hear a second.
Yep, got it.
I'm so far away.
Mr. Clark,
Yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Groger,
Yes.
Dr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi,
Yes.
Mr. Pluta,
Abstain.
Ms. Santos,
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise,
Yes.
Ms. Bose.
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you. Reports to the board. Superintendent report.
Okay, so I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Mrs. Kasari, for presenting the recent resolution. It really fills me with immense joy as the superintendent of schools. I do, as you noted, appreciate that there is a media specialist and librarian, in all of our buildings, which really makes a difference for our students. Your leadership and dedication to students and the community are truly inspiring. So thank you to all of our librarians, media specialists, for everything that you do. April promises to be an invigorating month. The New Jersey State Board of Education has also declared April as Autism Acceptance Month, a resolution we proudly support. I'm thrilled to share that our district has been recognized by NAMM Foundation with the 2024 Best Communities for Music Education Award. This marks the 14th year we have received this prestigious honor, and it is a testament to our commitment to providing exceptional music education. We're on a roll with music, if you haven't noticed. LTPS was awarded a $2,000 Sustainable New Jersey for Schools grant through the NJEA on March 21st. This grant will enable our district Green Team representatives to further their sustainable initiatives benefiting our pre-K to 12 students. A huge shout out goes to our remarkable students from LHS National History Day Club. Their advisor, Miss Priscilla Taylor, showcased their impressive turning points in history We got to go to the Burley House and really experience this live, and they did an amazing presentation. They're now preparing for the New Jersey State competition at William Patterson. We wish them luck, and we're rooting for you. I'm also excited to share some preliminary news about potential renovations we've been discussing at Lawrence Middle School. Mr. Van Hise will also provide some details in the upcoming Finance Committee report. I'm grateful for the collaborative efforts by our district leaders and Board of Education as we develop a vision for the future. We are looking forward to presenting the draft architectural plans next month. We are currently working through steps that will be the most impactful to our infrastructure, and our focus has been on designing the footprint of LMS to include our 6th graders. This is just the initial phase. We will work towards our operational plan, which will take place over the course of 4 to 5 years. As part of our initiative, the transition for Lawrence Intermediate School to that true upper elementary model, grades 3 to 5, will undertake a comprehensive refresh in the future. They are not lost on us. We will be upgrading those facilities and making sure that it truly is a welcoming place for our upper elementary students. This redesign will absolutely incorporate community feedback to ensure the configuration optimally supports our students across all grade levels, and we value, of course, your support and ideas. We invite you to be a part of the process, so please mark your calendars for a board work session. It'll be incorporated into our current session that's on and planned for May 22nd at the high school library. And then, of course, June 12th, we'll have a board meeting where we aim to present a near final version of the renovation plans. Both of those meetings will include the architects that we are working with to provide the community with a 3 to 4 year project submission of the plans, and we value your input. Thank you again for helping us achieve these milestones, and I look forward to a very busy spring as we close out the school year. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. Board Secretary's report.
Thank you. I want to report back that at the last meeting, we submitted our budget for county review for purposes of getting it approved for the hearing that will occur on May 7th. And our budget has been approved for the hearing. It doesn't mean it's approved in its final form, but for the hearing. And you'll see our budget will be advertised in the newspaper. The full user-friendly budget's there. It's also posted on our website. So it's there for anyone who's interested in looking at that. On the agenda this evening are many professional and consultant appointments as we prepare for the 24-25 school year. You will see Sage Thrive being reappointed next year. Sage Thrive is now in our base budget, and they are present in our intermediate, middle, and high schools. You'll find that we have our brokers appointed for next year, both property casualty and health benefits brokers. You'll also find that our legal services are being appointed for next year. And this will continue on in terms of consultants and professionals this month and next month. I've been communicating with the board and providing you with memos of these things that they're coming, so you should be getting them from me. In addition, you'll find that we have preparation for our services next year for people who are providing services, in addition to Thrive, but directly to students, by way of occupational therapy, physical therapy, nursing services, social work. Those things are all on the agenda this evening. Also, we received a grant in excess of $9,000 for safety. It's our intention to channel that towards cybersecurity and continue the robust effort that we already have put forward by the tech department led by Mr. Prentice. In addition, in new business this evening, you'll find upwards of $280,000 in contracts that we're seeking your approval on for additional security measures to expand what it is we did and have done in the 2018 referendum. Those are funded through the referendum funds. So when you look around you and you see the clock systems that we have, the notification systems that we have, the speakers that we have, the door access controls, and many of the other things that keep us safe, we're looking to enhance them with the same funds. I'll defer everything else to the finance chair for their meeting. Thank you.
You left him 2 sentences.
What did she say?
You left 2
Left him 2
sentences.
sentences? No, he's got a lot. He's got a lot more.
Either.
He's got the fun stuff.
Thank you, Tom. The board president report. I would like to just sort of continue continue on what Robin was talking about and share an update regarding the design process for the middle school. As we meet our internal deadlines and secure the necessary approvals, I want to rest assured that this board and the leadership team are dedicated to integrating careful and deliberate measures at every step. Just so that the public is aware and our community, upon approval of the preliminary plans, we will dive into what makes our community unique. Our objective is to establish a lasting blueprint designed to serve our district for the next 50 to 75 years. Currently, some of our facilities, like the middle school, have yet to be modernized or tailored to enhance the instructional spaces. These buildings have not been upgraded nor expanded to support the growing diverse needs of our learners. We must have more options to build programs and innovate spaces for our students. Our district aspires to remain a welcoming haven for all students and families. We achieve this by providing our educators with the facilities that they need to succeed. We're excited to begin this initial phase of the project. There will be other considerations to enhance and prepare buildings for the future reconfiguration that will include community input as key strategies. We are embarking on this 5-year journey and a commitment to remain a district of excellence. I would like to thank Robin and Tom and the entire leadership team for all the work that they have put in so far and appreciate all the time they are devoting to this process. I look forward to sharing with our community all of the steps that we are taking to evaluate the needs of our district. Okay. Committee reports. Community Relations and Legislative Affairs.
Relations met on April 9th at 8:30 a.m. We had quite a full house. In attendance were Vanessa Bakarsiak, Dr. Robin Klim, we discussed the exciting facilities expansion. We got a little bit of an update on that. I won't get into any more details. I'll leave that to Kevin tonight. We
Up a big thing here. I was like, we're gonna have facilities.
We got an update on the process for choosing our next student representative. They're currently working on putting together a panel of students to select. There will be an application process, and they're working to streamline that a little more effectively, which was really exciting for us. Cliff Williams gave us an update on the restorative practice program that's coming to LHS. Some really wonderful things they're doing with that, and we discussed a little bit more, went over a little bit more of our board manual, and I'll leave the rest to Joanne for the legislative affairs updates.
Thank you, Amanda. Liaison reports. We have our student board member report. Ms. Sandra Pollack.
Good evening, everyone. So first and foremost, I am thrilled to share some fantastic news with you all. Our very own third graders, Kylie Brennan and Bianca Agosto from Ben Franklin Elementary School, have recently participated in the LTEF's Lawrence Has Talent event. Both did a wonderful job, and there was a strong Ben Franklin presence of families, friends, and staff members in the audience. Also, I would like to acknowledge the hard work of the Cardinal for a Cure team, who raised over $32,000 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society by hosting Parents' Night Out, school coin drives, and trivia night. As we dive into this week, I am excited to extend a warm invitation to our eagerly anticipated PTO Spring Book Fairs. It's a fantastic opportunity to explore new stories and adventures while also supporting our school community. I believe that LAS is also looking for some volunteers for this book fair as well. So if you are interested and available, please sign up through the link provided in the most recent LAS newsletter. Looking ahead, we have an array of engaging events lined up for the upcoming weeks. Earth Week celebration is just around the corner, promising a week filled with special activities and spirit days dedicated to honoring and preserving our planet over at our elementary schools. Your very own AP Chinese class is also hosting a Bop and Beat Zumba with a Chinese twist event this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the cafeteria, and we would love everyone to come. Women's Space peer educators will host a denim day on April 24th, where we'll stand in solidarity with survivors of sexual assault and spread awareness within the community. On April 25th, we'll celebrate Bring Your Child to Work Day, offering students a glimpse into the professional world alongside their parents or guardians. Our calendar is further enriched with upcoming musical performances, including the 5th and 6th grade instrumental concert on May 2nd and LAS Choir Day at LHS on May 3rd. Additionally, the LAS students will be taking their NJSLA state assessment test from May 6th to May 17th. Every April, as Ms. Kasari mentioned earlier, our schools celebrate Autism Acceptance Month, and during this month, we amplify the voices of autistic individuals to share their experiences living with autism and celebrate their accomplishments. Alongside Spirit Week, LAS will also be selling pins and have a bake sale during conferences, with all proceeds going to Autism NJ. Last but not least, I am also bittersweet to announce that applications for a student representative for the 2024-2025 school year will soon be open. I'll be working with both staff at LHS and the Council of Class Representatives to make sure that this transition goes smoothly. This is an incredible opportunity for our students to take on a leadership role within our school community, and I really hope that our students will use this unique role to make a positive impact on our district. So if you are interested, please keep an eye out for any updates. Thank you.
You set the bar high, I have to say.
Boy, Sandra, you've packed a punch with your report. Thank you so much. New Jersey School Board Association.
Here we go, dueling mics. Okay, Unsung Heroes Student Recognition Ceremony was held Thursday, March 21st at West Windsor Plainsboro South. 20 students were recognized throughout Mercer County. Nathan Gray represented Lawrence High School. His kind, supportive, can-do personality is so evident in everything he does. His proud parents were there to support him, and I'd like to thank Dr. Clem, Ms. Brenda Ecka, the high school counselor, and please forgive me if someone can tell me which counselor nominated him. I didn't write it down.
Ms. Gonzalez.
Ms. Gonzalez, thank you. I wanted to applaud her because she took the time to write up the form that nominated Nathan. Also, Michelle Bowes and Pepper Evans were right front and center for the ceremony. Our future is in great hands if Nathan represents our current senior class and how fantastic our students are at Lawrence High. So we are blessed. On April 9th, 11th, and upcoming tomorrow, I have sat and will sit in attendance for resolution subcommittee meetings. Several resolutions have been submitted, enough to have 3 sessions to go through them. Resolutions that will be moved forward will then be discussed and voted on at the next Delegates Assembly, May 18th, 9 a.m. to Saturday, to noon. Anyone interested in seeing any of the submitted resolutions, I have them here. Happy to share them with you. This Friday, there's a Women's Leadership Conference from 9:30 to 3 o'clock. We have some people attending that from Lawrence.
and serve the community. Word on our summer programs. With summer slowly approaching, staffing is currently taking place as part of the continued preparation of the extended school year, ESY, and Connect programs. More information will be presented in the next couple of months. This ends my report.
Great, thank you. I just wanted to just share, I am the liaison for the Lawrence Township Growth and Redevelopment Committee. I went to a meeting on April 9th, and I just wanted to share that there will be an award ceremony on May 5th, recognizing 4 top businesses in our community: Every Child Valued, Bountiful Gardens, Trenton Farmers Market, and Cherry Grove Organic Farm. There are some tickets still available. It's a free event. It can be used for networking. It's going to be at the Venue by P on Brunswick Pike, and you can get tickets if you want on the Lawrence Township Growth and Redevelopment Committee Facebook page. So I just wanted to share that with our community, as that is a liaison report. Review of communications. No, nothing. This is our first opportunity for public input. If somebody from the public would like to come up and make a comment, please state your name, your address, and contain your comments to 3 minutes, please. Is there a pad there to write address down? Great. You could just write your address down. You don't need to say it.
Martha Friend, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Thanks so much. So first, I just wanted to, I didn't realize that it was School Library Month. I apologize. But how important, especially in this time when there are still people who question our important resource in our libraries and their professionalism. So I think it's really important that we acknowledge. Thank you for all that you do for our students and staff. Actually, I was just making sure all of you lovely folks know that this Saturday from 9 to 12, the Eggerts Crossing Civics League is hosting a scholarship breakfast for so many of our Lawrence Township, or Lawrence High School kids who are graduating and moving on to whatever it is they're moving on to. I have some flyers. We're going to get it out on the Lawrence Township Public School email blast maybe, but if you don't know about it, this is important. And some really wonderful work is done by Eggerts Crossing Civics League. So I just wanted to make sure you all are aware. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, board discussion and action items. Personnel Committee report.
Okay. Personnel met April 10th. Yes, it's me again. 8 a.m. in attendance, Dr. Clem, Sean Fry, Kevin Van Heist, Arundel Clark, Robert Paluta, and me, Joanne Groger. We will be recommending several positions, including a psychologist for LES, district nurse, health and PE teacher for the high school. We have a special education vacancy at LES. Dr. Clem discussed the district reconfiguration, which Kevin is going to share with us. As you see, there are 2 director appointments on tonight's agenda. The district will be reviewing applicants and interviewing for Slackwood principal position. We'll be review the job descriptions for district data manager. Staffing updates for the staff meetings were discussed for 24-25 school year. All policies were moved on for second reading. On tonight's agenda, you'll see 2 retirements. Both of these outstanding people are speech therapists. First being Denise Martinez, a speech therapist at Eldridge Park Elementary School for 15 years. And the second retiree, Jill Schulman, is a speech therapist at Slackwood Elementary School in that position for 13 years. I don't know if they met together and said, let's do this together, but we want to take this moment to thank these fine, outstanding professionals for their endless hours and dedication. They've provided for our students in both of their schools, and I'm sure they've earned every minute of a relaxing retirement. We wish you many healthy, good, happy years in your retirement. You will also see several appointments, an assistant, 4 assistants, start dates, staff members for destinations, Eagles positions, staff and substitute positions due to background clearance checks, Bridge to Algebra program, Jumpstart to K program, Summer Flight program, Summer Honors Prep program, subs and sub-floaters. Lots going on here, folks. You'll see resignations, sidebar agreements for summer hours with appointments, approvals for unpaid leave, attending responsive classrooms and professional developments, adjustments for mentor payments, transfers, resolution for positions of district data manager. With all of the above in mind, I'd like to move P1 through P38, please.
Second?
Tom, with a motion and a second.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Groger?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Mr. Pluta?
Yes.
Ms. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Could I pause for 1 second for an announcement from Dr. Clem?
Can I have Ms. Philmeyer and Ms. Musi just approach the table quickly?
You didn't know you're performing. No.
I just wanted to formally welcome them to central office.
Oh. Mixed motions, for sure. We're happy you're there.
We are so fortunate in this district.
We really are.
Okay. CIAPD report and student services.
That would be me. On April 5th, we met. In attendance with me were Robin Clem, Pimmy Goomer, Sarah Foster, Maureen Hayes, Diana Pasculi, Michelle King, Michelle Bose. We met for almost 2.5 hours. We discussed the iReady winter data. We registered growth across the board through 5th grade, with Orton Gillingham implemented in 1st and 2nd grade. 6th grade had the most growth and high-performing students. The committee approved 2 books. Modern World Civ, it's a new edition of the current book that they're using, and an AP Bio book. I don't know, but I hope these kids don't get any homework because that book weighed about 15 pounds.
Weight training.
We talked about AP, Econ, Micro, and Macro, split into 2 classes. This change should benefit students preparing for the AP exams. There was a crosswalk of the old pacing guide versus the new pacing guide, which means that we can better address the concepts that students are struggling with. The current textbook is appropriate for both classes. Currently, 41 students have requested micro and 12 have requested macro, double the number of students in AP Econ this year. It was brought to our attention that studies show 3 to 4 AP classes hit the sweet spot for those looking for college credits and showing aptitude. That's 3 to 4, not the 6 to 10 that some of our energetic students take.
Yes.
With pre-K, Agneta Pardo and Dana Schleidler jumped right in with EPS pre-K classes started on April 8th. Agneta and Dana will present to the board in September. We'll put a screener in place to baseline student abilities and support teachers in preparing individualized pathways of instruction for preschool. Gen Ed preschool 24-25 registration is full with a wait list. Instruction, we're moving to unify schedules and programs across the 4 elementary schools. We had a district performance report, demographics. The English as a second language learners did not meet the goals, but many new students are coming into the district, and it's challenging for those students to keep up. Student growth, we are showing progress across the board. High growth in math with the program Bridges in place in K through 5, and Desmos program in place 6 through 8. For professional development, Tools of the Mind refresher course will be for preschool teachers and admin in October. Out-of-district professional development, IMSE, sending staff April through June and in the summer. Tools of the Mind training will be encouraged for new pre-K staff occurring next year because that's the next time it's offered. And when we look at diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, Jean Musey is to assume duties alongside PIMI effective July 1st, already putting forth ideas for intentional and sustainable school culture changes. And with that, I would like to move OIS 1 through 7 and OSS 1 and 2.
Second? Second? Second?
Wow.
I hate to hog the mic. I know it doesn't show.
Go.
Tom?
Mr.
Yes.
Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Groger?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Mr. Pluta?
Yes.
Ms. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Thank you. Finance Committee report.
Just
Kevin, the
one
floor is
clarification on
yours.
that. Was that motion through OSS 2? Because I have an OSS 3 on
There
my
is a
agenda,
three.
which
Oh,
was not
yes.
included.
Can I have a motion to move OSS 3?
Second.
So somebody has to make it, though.
Who's the,
Oh, then I'll do first. I thought you were moving it, sorry.
okay.
Kevin?
I'll second.
There you go.
Joanne, Kevin.
This is just for 3.
Yes, OSS 3.
Right. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Yes.
Ms.
Whoops.
Groger? Ms. Groger?
Yes.
All right.
Let me answer
Dr. King?
Pepper.
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Mr. Pluta?
Yes.
Ms. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes. Finance Committee report.
Thanks. With all the lead up, Finance had a good meeting. Nothing further to report. As I was sitting here, it's kind of a reminder. This time last year, we were a district in transition, and coming out of the pandemic and looking at the scores and performance data. With a superintendent that had announced his resignation, the board sat here and started planning for our future. And we as a board collectively looked to make transformational changes to set this district up for the next half of a century. What Finance looked at on Friday was essentially the start of that. We hired a superintendent with the intention to make transformational changes. We are prioritizing student performance, and one of the ways to do that and that we've looked at and embarked upon is trying to realign our grades where they make the most sense. And in order to do that, we needed to make an investment in facilities. We have kicked around a lot of ideas, both through the administration, through Finance Committee, and one of the most effective ways that we believe, to do that is to do an expansion of Lawrence Middle School. That is certainly one of our older buildings that presents some unique challenges on being able to move students through that building. And what we are looking now at is a 2-story, essentially expansion of that facility that will give us the ability to expand classroom spaces. Preliminary right now, essentially from 25 to over 40 classrooms, allow us to create small group instructional spaces, expand those, which gives us great flexibility now and into the future. Small classrooms, make them larger, custom tailor them to whatever the needs are at any given moment. This project also involves new science classrooms, art rooms, music rooms, so that we can continue our investments in there. New technology, as we're seeing, and as the board received an update on our technology initiatives, that's only going to be more and more important as we go into the future. We're going to be able to set our students up for that, so as they embark on careers into the future. We're going to have improvements to the physical education facilities. So there are lots of things that will come on that, and we are at the very preliminary stages that just, all the little itty bitty things about, how are we going to get people around and just cars through the parking lot. So there's a lot of work to be done. So for all of you that either signed up or voluntold you are on the Finance Committee, we are now going to a weekly meeting schedule for the foreseeable future to try to make this project, to bring this to fruition. But what this will really allow for the members of the public, us to do is bring 6th grade into the middle school. It really will facilitate access, students being able to get to classrooms easier and those types of things. We have new, just even cafeteria spaces that will be able to serve the needs of those students that are there. As that grade moves up, that frees up space in our elementary schools to allow us to actually focus on the elementary students and bring in as we integrate the preschool expansion. So this saves us kind of the cost and investment in multiple buildings and really consolidate our investment in one facility, which will enable us to deliver better, more cognizant instructions at that middle school level, which sets them up for high school and beyond. So there's a lot of things that, again, the plans were literally, I think they were still warm from the printer's ink that came in on Friday. And we will be bringing those out to the public very shortly, but it was an exciting kind of time to be on Finance Committee. So that is my report on that. For any member of Finance Committee that cannot make a Friday meeting, just shoot me a message a little in advance of that if you could, and then we'll get a substitute as we, again, try to get out and integrate members of other committees so that we can continue to get the instructions and communications back and forth. But it really is an exciting time, and the members of the Finance Committee were joined by, we had several guest members, essentially our central office staff, because we were at that preliminary of a stage, but bringing just in, which is even educational for them as they get to see kind of how Finance Committee meets, kind of what we talk about, the bonds and, contracts and DOE approvals and those types of things that we'll all going to get a crash course in very shortly. So with that, I will move SBM 1 through 26 with one noted amendment, and that's on SBM 19, policy number 6162. Tom, I did let you know on that. That is our policy for corporate sponsorships, which does allow the district to have, if corporate sponsors wish to approach us, to consider those. I think there's a typo in the policy, page 2, which is paragraph 2. It reads, all corporate sponsorship proposals in excess of $2,000 are required to be approved by the board upon the recommendation of the superintendent, but then sponsorship proposals less than $5,000 may be approved by the superintendent, so there's kind of a mismatch in there. And I think that it's just a typo that that first 2,000 needs to be amended to be 5,000 so that the superintendent has. Otherwise, as it says right now, anything over 2,000 must have board approval, but the superintendent can approve anything less than 5, which still means that anything over 2 needs board approval. So, with that correction, I will move SBM 1 through 26.
Second? Second. Okay. Tom?
Second by Ms. Santos?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Groger?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Mr. Pluta?
Yes.
Ms. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Okay. So our next our next opportunity for public input. Okay. Okay, seeing none. New business.
Okay, under new business, you'll see an account adjustment to reflect the title, 1, funding, a nurse appointment for LIS, substitute appointments, leave of absence, rescinding of an appointment, summer work, destinations, I guess that might have a comma where it shouldn't be, and a couple of resignations. With that, I'd like to move NB 1 through NB 19, please.
Second?
Tom, with a motion and a second.
Mr. Van Hise seconded, and Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Groger?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Mr. Pluta?
Yes.
Ms. Santos?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. And we have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.